to the channel. He doesn't have school, but today we're headed to a very small neighboring town called Clawson to interview my buddy Nolan with Clawson Customs. So we made it to Clawson, and we're here with Nolan from Clawson Customs. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. So I'm Nolan. I've been off-roading, building car show stuff, all that kind of thing for a long time. Did a little bit of demolition derby in the early 2000s-ish, somewhere in there. So kind of done everything. Got, a family. Do a lot of family stuff.
Done with the adrenaline motorsports stuff.
Oh yeah. And then built this shop and my house here about 2013-ish. I built my house and then started on my shop. I actually started my shop before my house, which I think probably a lot of people have.
That's the right way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shop is priority unless you ask the wife, and then it's not at all. Yeah.
Yep. So, and my shop's got a long ways to go before it's done.
Though it's 100% nicer than the one I have. It's a big nice shop.
Yeah, it's 50 by 40, so it's a good shop.
Yeah, it's a really
It's a good size to have. Gives you room behind vehicles to do whatever you need to do. And like in front, I can pull a motor right where this is at right now, no problem.
Not have to push this out of the way, and
My boat, 22-foot boat, I can park it in here, and there's enough room to put side by side and a four-wheeler in front of it. For a lawnmower and a four-wheeler in front of it right now, so it's been good. And it's 13.5 foot tall, and
that's plenty.
so the very top's 18.
So this is a 13-foot lift.
Yeah, the top of my lift is 13 foot across straight there, that bar.
Okay. So I was gonna do a project tour, but this is kind of the thing you're working on right now,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So you want to talk about this? We'll do a little video on it or something.
Okay.
Up to
So
you.
it's this truck, I got it years and years ago. Went over to a guy's house that was in Orangeville. They was putting in the pressurized irrigation.
Okay.
And so I went over, took one of our excavators because my dad has backhoes and everything.
Yeah.
So I hauled an excavator over and did some backhoe work for him. And I got done, and the guy says, "You want this old truck?" I was like, "Sure." I didn't know nothing about it. So I went over and got it and hauled it home. Me and my dad messed with it for a little bit, got it to run. And it was in rough shape. It wasn't nothing like this. I mean, it's still pretty rough, but
It's a nice truck though.
it wasn't very good shape. And then we got it to run. My dad drove it for probably about 4 or 5 years, and then he was coming into town over here and got rear-ended in it.
Ooh.
And it folded. That's why this bumper looks like this. This bumper was actually rolled all the way underneath, and it caved this whole side of the bed in. The back of my cab's got a dent. I'm gonna leave that dent in it forever.
Yeah, that's a story dent.
Yeah, I'm never, even when I tear this down again, because I want to paint it midnight blue.
Okay.
That's my
That'd be real
that's my
pretty.
color.
Yeah.
I love that color. We parked it. It sat at my mom and dad's house up there where we just went up and looked at my other projects.
Yeah.
It sat up there at that lot for at least 15 years. I'm gonna go get that old 66 and bring it down to the house and try to get it ready to go and see if I can drive it to Moab for the car show. So and it's like a month away.
So that was the first year we met, right?
First year we met.
Okay.
Yep. And so I brought it down here. Motor was locked up. It was locked up just from sitting.
Right.
And we tried to put stuff in the motor, tried to get it to free up. And I was afraid I was going to break the bolt off in the crank because, it was just. And my old man was down here and he's like, "Let's rock it. Let's put it in fourth gear and let's just rock it back and forth."
So you can break the ring lines.
And I was like, "All right, that's a good idea." So we put it in fourth gear and we rock it back and forth, and it just, and then it rocked and back the other way a little bit, and it come a little bit free. So then we got to where we could spin it over with ratchet, just turning it. So we pulled it back in the shop, and I let it soak, and every day I'd come out and turn it for about, 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
And I told the old man, I says, "Come down on it, let's try spinning it." So he come down, we put a battery in it, cranked it over, and it cranked and cranked and cranked and cranked. Didn't have no spark plugs in it. And my old man's like, I think it's going to come around. So we put spark plugs in it, and it fired right up.
It's
Had the old Carter carburetor on it, the old 4-barrel from, that it had on it the entire time I'd have it. So then I drove it around town a little bit here, come back. Every time I'd come back, it'd be leaking antifreeze from somewhere different, oil from somewhere different.
Yeah.
So
tire wore out.
Yeah, just sat, and you know how they are. So I pulled the rear end completely apart because it was leaking out of the pinion, out of both axle seals. Every orifice on the rear end that could leak was leaking.
Yeah.
So I pulled the whole rear end apart and did all the seals, all the bearings. All the gears in it looked fine, and it's got the posi track in it. I didn't take it apart.
I don't blame you.
But
I wouldn't have been taking it.
and I mean, its posi still works pretty good. Every time I ever burn out in it, it seems to let them both go.
Good.
Just like the old man's Roadrunner tracks right there. It does about the same thing.
Yeah, got half a football field of skid marks out here because the throttle's stuck.
It did. It did. It scared me. I thought I was going through the shop. In the old man's car, he would have been mad.
Oh, yeah.
So I did the seals in that. The week before we left to go to Moab, the transmission was leaking out of both ends. I'd filled up with gear oil. It had run out of both ends. And I'm like, I'm too nervous about it. So I called a couple places. I dug into it, found out what it was, and it's an SM 460 or 420. So I can't remember now off the top of my head. Yeah. But I figured out what the transmission was. I called a bunch of different places, and nowhere, everybody's like, no, we can't get a kit to rebuild that. It's too old. They're like, you need an upgrade. And I wish I could remember what the name of the shop was in Lehigh. I called the transmission shop in Lehigh, and this lady, I can't even remember what her name was. It's been too many years now,
Yeah.
3 or 4 years ago. She told me, she says, give me a week, and I'll call around. She says, I'll do some serious digging, and I'll see what I can find. I was like, all right. So I called her that Friday, and she says, I've got everything but second gear synchronizers. And I was like, no way, really? And she says, yeah.
Pieced you a kit together?
Yeah. So me and the old man jump in the truck because I got off a graveyard, so I come home. So I called the old man. I was like, I need to go up north. I don't feel confident to drive up there after being up all night. So come pick me up, let's go. So me and the old man run up there, and she brings out this box, and it's just a little box. And she rings it up, and it's like 40-something bucks.
Really?
And I'm like, it can't be that whole kit. She says, oh no. She's like, here's this list. And she had called the shops all over the Salt Lake Valley and Utah Valley.
Okay.
And had figured out if she had got parts from all these different places and had me a list of who had what. So me and the old man played Easter egg hunt. Drove all over up there, got all the parts. We brought them home. So then we was leaving on a Friday morning to go down to the car show. Wednesday, me and my boy, he's 21 years old now, but me and him pulled the tranny out of this, put it on my bench over there, tore it down on a freaking Wednesday. Thursday, I put it back together and put it back in the truck, and we left Friday morning to go to Moab. And I knew, like, its first trip, like the first time it had even moved was out of the shop and to head to Moab. So as soon as we got up to the highway, I just knew this thing is going to blow up. We're going to have gears flying everywhere.
It was a good shakedown run.
It's done good, though. Every once in a while, when I go to shift into second gear, slowing down, it grinds a little trying to come in. But that's the only synchronizers in it that are from 66.
And you've been throwing miles at this truck since you put it together, yeah.
Yeah, we take it to car shows all over. If you've watched my channel, that's mostly what I do. You know, people have watched my channel as car shows.
Yep.
And
I'll put his channel name in the description of the video so you guys can go there and check that out too.
So, yeah, and I've only trailered it to one car show. We went to one in St. George. It was for veterans, or it was this time of year. It was in October. I can't remember if it was for veterans or it had to have been a veterans. It was in Ivans down by St. George.
Okay.
And it was when this motor it was the end of that first year, and this motor was really sad.
Tired, yeah. I mean, it was tired when we seen each other in Green River that day, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this thing, it was bad. Leaking oil everywhere, and I was nervous about running it all the way to St. George. I didn't want to blow it up.
Yeah.
And
rather rebuild it before it
yeah,
goes
so
catastrophic. Right.
we trailered it. We took one of my dad's backhoe trailers, and we trailered it down to St. George. On the way back, my Cummins blows a high-pressure fuel line. And I'm like, no way. So we pull over on the side of the freeway. I mean, diesel fuel everywhere. We pull over and start calling shops. It's on a Sunday afternoon, and a place in Cedar City had the fuel line I needed for my injector, for my pump, from my rail to my injector.
Oh, okay.
Little tiny steel line.
Yep.
I was like,
line or whatever it is, yeah.
yeah, it was for number 4 injector. I was like, holy shit. So we unload this and haul ass back to Cedar City, get a part, come back. So that was the last trip we took in this with the 327 in it.
Yeah.
So then I pulled it out, had that 454 that I built, was going to put it in it. And it hit the firewall too hard, and I was like, I don't know. I thought about it for a little bit, and I was like, I'm going to rebuild the 327. And like people that I got the truck from had said it come out of a Corvette, but everybody's motor come out of a Corvette.
Every 327.
Everybody's,
came
yeah.
out of
Oh yeah. And so when I tore it down, we ran all the numbers on the block, and it really did. It come out of a 64 Stingray. Had the car's VIN number information on the little tab and everything. I was like, holy shit.
That's impressive.
So it really did. And so then I was like, yeah, I can't blow this motor up.
Yeah.
It's too special to blow up. So I rebuilt it in my shop. It's on my channel. Put it all together. Had some really close mishaps with lifters and stuff on it.
Yeah.
It would have mucked it out if I would have not caught it.
Yeah.
Just by chance. And put the motor together, broke it in. The next year, going to Moab was its break-in for the motor, ran it down there, and I have ran this little truck a lot.
Yeah.
I drive it all the time.
Yeah, it's pretty much a daily.
It kind of is. I had a run in with a guy at a car show that was told me that all the patina, and I love patina. There ain't nothing wrong with it. I love it.
Yeah.
But a guy got, I don't know, I probably got a little too ignorant with him too, but he was saying that patina vehicles are ruining all these car shows. And,
I hate that mindset.
And I don't like that mindset at all. I think everybody should be able to take everything to car shows
Well,
that's old.
and pristine paint causes a lot of stress, and you never drive them. And so what got you into cars?
Probably from being little and watching my dad.
The old man.
Yep, the old man had that shop up there, and then we have a shop into the farm.
Oh, okay.
Between our farm and our gravel pit, we have a big shop up there. And my old man, since I was little, he's had Mopars. He loves the Mopars. He's had some Chargers, Challengers. His Roadrunner he's got now.
And that Roadrunner is so pretty.
It is pretty. I love it. When he first bought it, he's had it for a long time. 15 years or more. And when he first bought it, I said, well, what color is it? And he tells me burnt orange. And I was like, burnt orange? And I looked it up, and I was like, that is the ugliest color I've ever seen. But now it's grown on me. I love it.
It's such a pretty color, especially for that body style. It's perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
It has been taken very, very good care of.
Yeah. It seems like the majority of the people that I know that are into cars got into it from their dads.
I think so.
Yeah. Because
Dads,
they grew up around their
uncles.
dad doing this stuff. And yeah.
Dads and uncles, grandpas.
Yep.
You know,
Somebody had a really cool car that they loved when they were kids, and that's how they
like
got the bug.
that Grand Prix at there by my mom and dad's house.
Yep.
That old car. I remember my grandma driving that a lot when I was real little, and it was a neat old car, and I don't never remember it being like loud and fast. It was always way, way quiet, and I don't never remember it ever. But it was cool.
Yeah, it's still a cool car.
It is.
Yeah.
It needs a lot of love now, my grandma would take us kids over to the swimming pool in it and all kinds of stuff.
But that's your attachment to that car because
Yeah.
you grew up in it. Right. Like my attachment to station wagons is I learned how to drive in a station wagon. My dad used to take us out on these dirt roads out behind town, and he had a 66 Biscayne wagon.
Oh, right. Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
And he used to just set us up on his lap, and we would steer, and he was a 3 on the tree car.
Oh, heck
So he taught
yeah.
us how to shift, and he would run the pedals, and he's like, I don't care where you go. You run it in the ditches and all kinds of fun shit. But that's my obsession with wagons. Is that was the first car that I ever drove.
See, that's-
What made you start YouTube?
Well, I'd go into these car shows and then I'd be telling my family and about them, and I'd be sending them pictures. You know, have a group text like everybody's family's got.
Yeah.
Got group messages, so I'd be sending 55 freaking things. You know, a bunch of messages to everybody about, you know, different car shows. And then there was a Canadian guy that I was watching, and I thought, you know what, I could do this because he just does it like I do, just a
Good
little,
old peg.
yeah, just a little dorky thing, and
Yep.
and you know, and I'm not that good of a YouTuber. I just do videos with my phone and
not
then
either.
upload them, and you know, and mostly just so my family could see it.
Yeah.
Like I've got nephews and nieces all over the freaking place, and they love watching them, and you know, and then I met you down there to Moab at that car show, and I was like, I think I probably ought to do a little bit of this, and so then I made my first video. I'm pretty sure was me adjusting a Dodge transmission. I won't have an automatic, but I don't mind fixing an automatic once in a while.
Yeah.
And so my first video, I adjusted the bands in an automatic, and when the guy brought it here, it wouldn't even move. Its first gear and reverse band
Box
was
full of
so bad it wouldn't even move. And so I adjusted the bands, and it would barely move, so I adjusted them way tighter than they're supposed to be, and it moved. And so I was like, huh. So the guy took it, and I don't know if whatever he's ever had to do with it.
He probably took and traded it in.
He might
That's
have.
great.
He may have. Kind of a little rough on the shift, but it's because it's got a shift kit.
Yeah, I just put a shift kit in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I may or may not have done that myself a time or two. Yeah.
Yep.
Just put a Band-Aid on that gunshot. It runs great. Here, take it. Buy it from me.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, so it was kind of an inspiration to do YouTube a little bit.
And
My channel's tiny. I don't know. At one time, I think I've only got like 100 and something subscribers or whatever, but I don't even really pay attention to it. One day, my little brother called me, and he says, he's like, have you looked at your YouTube channel? And I was like, no, I haven't. And he's like, you don't ever look at the subscribers. I was like, why? He's like, just look at it. So I looked at it, and it was like 600 and something. And I was like, what in the heck? There must be a glitch in the system or something. And so then like a week later, I looked at it, and it was back down to like 130 or something, whatever it was supposed to be. So I don't know if there was really a glitch in the program or what, but I was like, I should have took a screenshot of that. I've been like, heck yeah, most I ever had.
Oh, yeah. It blew up overnight. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what happened with it. I don't know why it did that, but
It's shitty that it went back. But then again, it took me 3 or 4 years to get to 600.
yeah.
It doesn't happen fast, especially if you don't have, like, if you don't tag onto other big YouTubers, your channel's going to grow so slow, dude.
Yeah. And I don't want to be piggybacking on other people. I really don't.
Yeah, that's kind of was my thing, is like, because I watch some people that just, their content sucks, but they're tagging other large YouTubers, so people are going to their channel because of this comment or this tag or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to be like that.
Yeah.
I want mine to grow organically.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, not too long ago, I met a guy that's really, really famous. Spent a little bit of time with him for a day there and got to know him. And I did some video with him and a little bit of video of his helicopter and stuff. But I didn't want to make a video of it.
That's just
I made a
something you
little
keep
tiny
to
short
yourself.
of it just so that people could see.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to make a deal of it.
Well, yeah, that's a video that you just keep in the archives.
Yeah.
So you can be like, oh yeah, I met him one day. You know what I mean? But that's
Yeah.
that's kind of the way I see it too. Is I don't want to be one of those corny YouTubers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to be genuine. I don't want to be.
Exactly.
I just want to be me, and whatever goes with it. It'd be nice to be able to
To make something.
make huge out of it, but
Yep.
I don't know if I want it. I see some of these people that end up quitting YouTube because they got too much, and
Yeah.
people know their families and their kids, and
It's
Too
it's
much.
it's a big invasion of privacy.
it is.
And it's weird. I say this to people all the time. It's weird as a YouTuber, you become a public figure, and then when people start watching your channel, they get to know you, and they get this weird sense of entitlement. Like, oh, I know where he lives. I'm going to go stop by, or
Yep.
it's like I love talking to people in public and interacting at car shows about my channel and whatever, but don't come to my house unless I ask you to. You know what I mean? It's weird to just have strangers pop by, like, oh, I watched your video. I appreciate it, but this
Yeah.
is still my private house, dude.
Yep. And you see that quite a bit on big channels. People
Yep.
are like,
The entitlement that people gain from being a follower is super weird to me.
it is.
So, all time, top 3 favorite vehicles.
My absolute favorite
Yep. And it
is
can
a
be.
72 Chevy pickup C10.
Okay.
That's what I've wanted forever. My uncle had a Blazer that was a 71, 72. And my aunt sold it after he died, and it kind of made me sad, but that's what happens. I couldn't have bought it. There ain't no way. At that point in life,
Right.
And then I understand that she needed money, so. But I've grew up with that truck, and I was like, I love that. That 72 is.
Just it's such an iconic
It
body.
is.
Yeah.
So that's why I bought my 70. Was because that's the truck. That's the truck. That's the vehicle I want the very most is a 72 Chevy.
Okay.
And then I love the old high boys, the 60s through like 67 through 70, probably about 2 right there.
Ish,
But not the dent in, but the dent out.
Yeah, yeah.
I love that old style. That's what my first truck was, really. And
Bump side is what they call them.
yeah,
Yeah.
that is I love that old truck. I love that style. And then I do love Plymouth cars. And I'm sure I got that right from my dad.
Probably. Yeah.
And I love the Tri-5s, the old Chevys. I love the old Tri-5s. I'd like to have a Tri-5 Chevy someday, but
So is it like a Tulane blacktop love for Tri-5s, or just an organic love for Tri-5s?
I think I've organically loved them because there's that 56. I mean, 56 is the ugliest year of all of them, in a lot
Yeah.
of people's opinion.
Yeah.
But my grandpa had one of those, and it's sitting up there by that old that Grand Prix up there.
Yep.
And so I kind of liked them from when I was little, because that car's been in the family forever,
Right.
since I was smaller than Frank. But so I've always loved the Tri-5s, and then there's a Canadian that I've watched a little bit, and he's built a lot of Tri-5s.
Okay. Oh, you're
That
DD.
D&D Speed Shop.
Yeah, he builds a lot of really cool
He
ones.
does. He's built a lot of way neat old Chevys. I like them. And so I'd love to have an old Tri-5, but
But again, it's the internet has ruined the cost of that shit.
They have.
It's ridiculous.
like we
man.
talked about earlier, yeah.
So what's your white trash dream car?
God, there's way too many. There is way too many. Like the old Joe Dirt car. I don't know. There's just too many. And the Joe Dirt car was a beautiful car when they first
moved
got
it,
it, and
yeah.
they turned it into the Joe Dirt car.
Yeah.
But-
Shit, that thing just sold for 300,000 or something, wasn't it? Yeah. Auctioned it, the actual movie one.
Yeah, the movie car.
Yep. What was your first vehicle?
That's that 67 Highboy.
Okay.
67 Ford. That was my first truck. And then my dad had a Dodge pickup, and I started driving it a lot. It got better mileage than the Ford, and I was a broke teenager, so I started driving it a lot, and then I rolled it pretty bad. And so then I went back to the Highboy. Drove it.
Pretty good first car. I mean, a standard our generation
Yeah.
first car. You know, a $500 truck. Somebody was tired of working on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are your top 3 favorite YouTubers?
Oh dear,
I feel like that question is subjective a lot.
it is because I watch a lot of different types of people,
Yeah.
but like old Peg up in Canada. Peg's freaking.
He's got to be in top 5 for everybody.
He is. He's
Well,
cool.
everybody that watches it, he's got to
He
be top
is.
5.
And then of YouTubers that I've met, like Chad's Fab. Chad is freaking awesome.
Okay.
He is the most. He's down to earth, real person. I've met some others, and they were like, just I don't know, stuck in themselves. I didn't like them. Treated
Yeah.
people different, like they shouldn't have.
Yeah, a lot of people get real egotistical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Chad is awesome. I've met him at several different car shows and different events. Met him a few times, and Chad is awesome. He is.
Good. Well, are you ready for the this or that portion?
Sure.
Where this is, you can give as much of an explanation about these or just a straight answer, we can move on. I don't care either way, it's up to you. Drag racing or off-road? In drag racing, burnout contests are included in that.
That is rough. Because I do want to start. I don't. This ain't a drag truck by no figment of no imagination, but I would love to take this like up to Vernal
Okay.
and run it there, or run it up that strip that's out past Grand Junction out there.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I went to that strip out there. Oh, it's been a long time ago. Way a long time ago. We was out there for Country Jam or Rock Jam, one or the other. I can't remember. And somebody was saying that they was doing races out there the week before. We went out early.
Okay.
And so we went out there and we did watch some people do some drag races. And I was like, that is fun. But I've never actually drag raced other than just racing other people on, back roads.
In Mexico, street
Yeah,
racing, right?
yeah, just kind of just
Closed
playing around.
course, yeah.
I've never actually drag raced on a strip or any of that kind of stuff. But I would like to take this up to Vernal or one of our small strips we have around here.
Yeah, that one in Vernal is a cool track, but it's 1/8 mile only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd like to go try running this, see what it does, and maybe tell the old man I'm going to take his Roadrunner to a car show and go run it once or twice.
Yeah, he's
As long as I don't
obnoxious
crash
guy.
it or don't hurt it.
Yeah, he'd be
all
fine.
right.
Yeah.
But that would be fun.
So drag race is your preferred.
I don't know, because I love off-roading, but because I built that little rock crawler, that Ranger, a long
Yeah.
time ago, we've seen today. And my side-by-side's my rock crawler now. And that Port General has been, man, oh man. I took a group on the desert last week. Yeah, last week I took a group down around Devil's Racetrack, under Legal Canyon Bridges, did a group down there. Awesome spot, I love going down around it. And there's a little bit of rock crawling involved in that.
Yeah.
Devil's Racetrack's kind of it ain't the hardest thing in the world, but when you're on something as small as tires as a side-by-side,
Yeah. You gotta be careful.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they're narrow enough. I've seen a few tip over on it. So I love it both.
You can't pick one.
I can't.
That's fair. See, a lot of people have done off-road for so long that they're just getting into drag racing, so they prefer drag, or they've done the other way around, you know what I mean? But, a lot of people just want to do both.
Oh yeah.
It's incredibly expensive to do both, but most people
It
do.
is.
So LS or small block Chevy?
I love them both. I love
Fair.
the small block, and I love the LS. LS is it's a platform you can go so many different directions on.
And I've said this since the beginning, but the LS has become the modern day small block Chevy.
It has.
Because when we were kids, people were building, 700-800 horse 350s for $1,000.
Yeah.
You could do that with an
And
LS.
putting them
now.
in everything,
Yeah.
whether it was a Ford or a Sandrail or a truck or anything.
You go to a car show anywhere when we were kids, 90% of the stuff in that park had small block Chevys.
Yep.
Because they were everywhere.
Yeah.
LS has become the same
Now
way.
it's LS and everything.
You can pick up an LS for $500-600 and spend a weekend thinning out the wiring harness and drop it in and go.
Yeah.
And have an incredibly reliable car that gets 20 plus miles a gallon
Oh yeah.
and decent horsepower.
And you can put nitrous on them, turbos on them, superchargers on them, and you can out of 6.0 you can get some pretty good horsepower.
Oh yeah.
You know?
I mean, Clancy at Malfunction Junction, he took an LS out of I think it was a pickup, but it was a 300,000 plus motor
Oh yeah.
when he put it in his car. and he sprayed the brains out of that thing and it just kept eating. It didn't care.
Yep. That Chevy that I got up there has that 5.3 LS in it. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm saying with that yellow truck. I'd like to tear it down, rebuild it, put it in that little 70,
Yeah.
and go that way with it. But I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Either it's sixes. I mean, the traditional small block is getting more expensive to build than an LS now, but either way, it's sixes for me.
Yep. But I love big blocks too. I do love big blocks.
You know, nothing will ever beat the sound of a big block. It doesn't matter what you do to it, what cams you put in it, nothing can ever touch a big block.
I love a big block.
The sound, the thump they put out, just it's a big block. It's undeniable. When you hear one, you know it's a big block.
Yep.
You know? What's that?
Yeah.
Orange.
I love big block, whether it's a Ford or a Chevy.
Let's see.
That one? Gas or diesel?
For hot rods, gas. For pulling my hot rod, diesel. I love a Cummins.
I love watching
Can I do that one
Cummins
too?
hot rods, but I don't want to build a Cummins hot rod. It is incredibly expensive, dude.
Yep.
And I like my Cummins to be reliable because it's got to drag all my other shit back home. So I agree, absolutely. Gas for hot rods, but diesel for pulling.
Next one too. Ford or Chevy?
I love them all.
You're not,
But I've obviously, my first is a Chevy
yeah.
because it's what most of my stuff is. But I love Fords and Dodges. I do like little Toyotas. There's some pretty cool old Toyota stuff out there.
Oh yeah,
There really is.
Though.
Chevy.
Yeah, I'm a big Chevy.
So we've kind of touched on it a little bit, but what are your future plans? Other than your 70?
I got the 70. I want to do this. You can put a picture of that 50 dump truck up there. I want to turn it into. I want to get a first, not a first gen, because I want to be able to have a better motor.
Yeah.
So I want to go like second gen Cummins.
Okay, so first gen 5.9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5.9 manual tranny, because I love manuals.
Yep.
And I'd like to sit that cab onto something like that.
Okay.
Build a bed for it, a little flat bed or something like that, so I can have just an old, cool old hot rod.
Claw roller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I've got that blue 51 Dodge up there. I want to leave it as a flathead. And it's got that fluid drive in it with the manual tranny. Because that's something special that isn't.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
You don't see them around hardly
That's
at all.
super cool.
So I'd like to do that, but I'd like to try to find a real bed for it. So it's got that flatbed on it.
Yeah.
That flatbed's actually off of a Ford. And if you look close at the back of it, it actually says Ford on the back of it.
Oh, okay.
But I got that I'd like to do. I've got that 2-wheel drive green Dodge up there. I'd like to build it. It's got a big block in it. I'd like to build it into like a burnout truck or something.
Oh, okay.
Do something like that. And I've got an old truck another old Dodge I want to do. And I'd like to redo that old Ford that I did for my dad, that flatbed.
Oh, okay.
That red truck.
Yeah.
70, I think it's a 77, but I might be wrong. I'd like to do some side-by-side stuff.
Oh, that'd be decent content, actually.
Yeah. I've wanted to put a GoPro in the front of my General and go do a little bit of stuff down there. I've tried doing a little bit of Lake Powell stuff because we have a houseboat down there.
Yeah.
And we go to Lake Powell quite a bit, like once a month. I have it for a week a month, so. And but I did a video of Lake Powell once, and kind of just showed like the boat ramps, and it wasn't like this is the water level. I didn't want it to turn into a debate video, any of that kind of stuff, but it did. And every video I've made of Lake Powell has turned into they should drain it. No, they shouldn't. They should kill California's water. They shouldn't let them have it anymore. Turns into too much of that.
It gets ugly. Real
Yeah,
quick.
so I've took a lot. That's the only video I've ever actually took comments off of. I was like, yeah, and so that I don't know. And when we was down there this last time, I did some little short videos of coming down through the canyon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put them up tomorrow,
Okay.
and because it's a neat place.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's beautiful.
It is a beautiful place, and there's really cool things down there. Some Indian houses that are really, really neat. You got to walk into. There's some Indian houses down there that are really neat that you can walk right up in and go right inside of. Have ladders go down into them. They are really neat.
Yeah.
The only way you can get there is with the boat.
Okay.
And then, like, I've went in the Escalante Canyon arm of Lake Powell is like our favorite spot.
Okay.
And there's the Gregory Arch in there. And the water level right now is low enough you can actually go take a boat right underneath the arch. So
That's super cool.
with my tower, last time we went down we couldn't get underneath it. My tower is too tall.
Okay.
And so, but in the past we've went underneath it. It's pretty neat. There's a lot of really neat spots down Lake Powell.
Yeah, that sounds super cool.
But
That's pretty much a wrap on this interview portion of the video.
Nick, yeah.
That's going to be a wrap. Like I said, I'll put a link to his channel in the description of this video, so you guys can go check it out. Subscribe if you feel like it. If not, at least go check it out. Watch a couple of his videos.
I do a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, all kinds of different stuff actually. Yeah, go check him out. And thanks for watching, guys.